All right, let's see if we can do a quick one here. Got my buddy's truck here. AC complaint, intermittently comes and goes. AC is on right now. Air is warm. Let's go under the hood, check the pressures. Static pressures were the same. Compressor on or off on the switch inside, so this clutch is not engaging. This is not a pressure issue. That clutch should be engaging, so we're gonna hook the scan tool up, see if we have any fault codes. We'll look at some AC controls, see what we got. All right, 2013 Ford F-150. Let's do a full code scan. Typical customer right here, man. Look at the fuel gauge. Look at the fuel gauge. What's wrong with you, Rick?
She's gonna run out.
Yep. Engine not running. All right, you're in luck here. We don't have to have the engine running for this part. You said sometimes it'll work for like an hour and then...
Yeah, and then it goes warm.
Okay. All right, so this code for the HVAC, the recirc damper motor, I'm not too worried about that. That should not make the clutch not engage. That's just outside air, inside air, damper motor. So what I'm interested in is my AC controls or inputs in my engine computer. AC request signal says yes. Let's hit the button and see if that switches to no. It does. There's no. There's yes. And that clutch did not engage. Air conditioning clutch output says okay. No code. So the request is there. Someone was telling him about these panels going bad. That tells me that input is there. That input is there. The clutch is not engaging. So now what I would want to do, you see our static pressure here, 122, same as what I had on the gauges. What I want to do now is checks under the hood at the clutch itself, or maybe the clutch relay, start at the relay. So I'm not sure yet. Let's see if we can do something simple. Let's try just for the heck of it, because I think this is not going to work. I want to see if I can turn this AC clutch on with the scan tool. This is really just a way to verify the output without the input. Let's see, air conditioning compressor cycling switch. I heard no clutch engagement there. I don't know that that's the right PID. Let me go back. I don't know if that's going to be a key on engine off test too. It's just a weird designation for that air conditioning compressor cycling switch. But we already have the info we needed as far as the data parameter goes. What a bidirectional test does is it really bypasses the inputs and forces the output. That did not work either. Back to my engine, data display, AC. Yeah, see my request signal is there. So let's go into the hood and see what we can find. We could do a test, or I could maybe like tap on the front face of the clutch and try that as a low-tech play. I'll grab the pry bar. We'll start there. Start low-tech.
Is it a possibility it's the controller?
No. From what I see, the controller is fine because my input signals look good. That tap test did not work. So what I want is hopefully, oh, it's a Ford fuse box, so these are gonna suck. There's not gonna be any designations, of course. Thank you, Ford. So I have no idea what offhand would be my AC relay. You got your owner's manual with you? I'm gonna turn this off so we don't waste your gas.
No, I'm not worried about wasting it.
Well, I mean, so we don't run out, right? Okay, 23, let's see. It's this guy, should be this guy right here. If 23 AC clutch relay, yeah, it should be this one. Should be. I hate to touch it with the engine off. So before I touch that relay at all, I'm gonna start it. Because if I touch it and then it like starts working, then I know we could have a relay or contact issue that I might mask if I touch it now. Okay, we got no clutch engagement still. And this is my relay, according to the diagram. That is awfully loose. All right, so as I push that in and out, it's clicking. Okay, so let's do this. I should have two hots. There's one hot there, and one hot there. So then when he switches that on, so the two hots are in the bottom. Sorry, I know you guys aren't seeing that very well. I'm on, these two are showing hot. So one of those is gonna be load side feed and the other is gonna be a ground side switch circuit by the computer. So I'm gonna switch my test light to battery positive. Sorry you guys aren't seeing that. When I touch a ground, this test light will light, okay? And one of these two pins up top should show a ground when he starts that and turns the air on.
Do it?
Yeah, go ahead. We'll start with the top right. Just want to make sure I'm on the right relay. Air's already on, right? I'm not showing a ground. Have to be, because when I plug this in, it's clicking. So what am I doing wrong? There it is. Turn the AC button off. Not the max, like the AC one. Okay, it's off. Gotta turn it back on. Okay, turn it back, turn it off. Looks like it's delayed. Back on. Okay. Yeah, okay. So that is my guy. And so this is the load side pin right here. And I'm showing, it should be giving me continuity to ground through the clutch. Guys, shut it off. So that circuit should be the one going down to my clutch. That's an indication that there's an open, because I'm on battery positive. What this should be doing is going through that pin, down to the clutch itself, through the clutch winding to ground. This test light should be lit. It is not. That's telling me my problem is between the relay box, load side, and the clutch itself, or the clutch itself, the winding, or the clutch ground. That's where we are with our diagnosis. So I'm gonna leave that test light there. I'll get you guys focused on what I'm doing when I get there. I'm just gonna go wiggle the connection down here while we're watching. You watch that light for me. All right, watch it.
That's going.
It did. As soon as I touched that.
As soon as you touched it.
Right, let's go. So the beautiful thing here, Rick, right off the bat, your clutch is fine. We have a wiring problem. We can fix this. That's what that means. I mean, that test right there, I was gonna pull the relay tool out, but I don't need to. This is good enough to tell me right now if we put this back on, your AC is gonna work.
Yeah.
I don't care about that because I can use this now as my guide for the rest of the troubleshooting. Everything else we do here is engine off stuff. I just gotta find where that open is. And sometimes if you disturb things too much, you'll mask the problem and you'll never find it. So I want to be real careful with what I'm touching. All right, I got my buddy's phone. He's going to focus on the light. As soon as I touch this, that's my, is it flashing?
Right, yes.
When I smack on that?
Yes.
When I'm doing that, is it going on and off?
It's off right now. On now.
Okay. Guys, this is by feel. There's a connector right here.
Off, flickering.
If I do that, what's it at?
It's on right now.
And if I do that, what's it at?
It flickers.
So it's right, so I'm grabbing, I can't show you guys this. It's on the connector itself. This piece is loose, right? It's got
absolutely flickering.
Yeah, and I believe our problem is right in this connector. Let's see if I can get a better shot of this. I mean, it is possible that further up onto the clutch is where the wiring's messed up, which I'm not going to be able to repair where it is. Let's hope that's not the case though. Let's hope it's just the connector. So just so everyone knows, I'm going down to where that connector is and I'm going to unplug it and then pull it up to where we can maybe see it a little bit better. That's the only thing I can do because it lives in a really, really difficult place. I'm not going to be able to show you at the same time I do it. So I'm going to actually use my pry bar, push on the part of the connector that's up near the pulley, make sure that part is okay.
Yep, a little tiny flicker.
Yeah, but I think it's on the connector itself. Yeah, that's pushing right on the wiring, right where it goes behind the pulley. That light is staying lit. I'm pushing on the wiring right where it goes into the pulley. Now when I come over to the connector and touch the connector, That's when that light flickers. It's right in that connector itself.
This harness has been bouncing around. That light's flickering right now, right?
It is not.
Is it lit solid?
Solid.
How about if I do that? The whole
There's
time?
flickering now. Off, on.
And that's when I grab the connector.
It's off now.
Right, because I just pulled the connector off. I just want to make sure that wiring good is here.
I can't show you guys what I'm doing. What I am attempting to do, because I believe our problem is just loose contacts in this connector, and primarily because the hold down that's about an inch to the right of my fingers, no, it's about 3 inches, was not in place, and this harness has been bouncing around. So my problem is either in this terminal they're loose, or further back into my right that wire's like rubbing on ground, is majorly corroded. It could be that too. I'm going to start this process by tightening these pins. So tightening the pins is what I'm about to do. Oh yeah, these things are way spread apart. Okay, let's see. I'm going to plug this back in. You're going to watch that light for me.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to plug this in and I'll let you know when I'm fully plugged in.
Flickering.
Yeah.
Solid on.
It will until I get it plugged in all the way. Solid on?
Solid on.
No changes?
Nothing.
I'm wiggling the connector.
It is solid.
Solid?
Hasn't dimmed at all, nothing.
Let's go. Nice. Okay. So, I mean, ultimately what you have is like, you know, 2 male and female terminals right in that connector. With that harness being loose, that's just sitting in there wiggling all the time, which opened up the female terminal. So all I did was snug the female terminals up, plug it back in. So from here, what we should have now, well, ultimately what needs to be done is that harness needs to be re-secured so this doesn't happen again down the road. I can't reach where that plugs.
I hope I trade the truck in before then.
Okay, good. I'm good with that. Either way, we know where our problem's at. But right now, when we start this back up, we should have AC clutch engagement, and we'll see it right here on these gauges. So go ahead and fire it up, turn your air on. Let's go. And we'll be able to tell his charge level here too, because he was worried about the charge level. Like what I'm seeing so far. Hold your RPMs up for me, like 1500. Yeah, all right. You are a little bit low. I'm basing that, guys, off outside temperature being 90 degrees today and only having like 150 on the high and about 22 on the low. It is absolutely a little bit low on charge. Not the main point here of what we did. What we had was a compressor clutch connection issue right at the connector itself. That is a win right there. And he can top this off with the refrigerant he bought at a later point. The main part of this was troubleshooting a clutch that was not engaging, and it was not from a pressure problem, it was from a connection problem. So Rick, all I need you to do is drive it. We'll re-secure that harness. Drive it, let me know how it is. It should be consistent now. You do have a little bit of refrigerant. We'll talk about that when we're done here. Drive it.
Absolutely.
I think we're good to go.
Awesome.
Yeah. Let me see if I can anchor that harness so we don't have this problem again. And yeah, we'll go from there. That was sweet. Let's, one last thing inside. Now you see our pressures on the screen showing air conditioning is yes. You see my pressure's at 189, 187. That's my high side pressure. And when we turn the air off, you'll see this request here is gonna go to no. And then you're gonna see that pressure there is gonna slowly come down to what our rest pressure is. And you see that happening. And then I'm gonna go over here and put the AC back on. Scan tool is now gonna say yes. And we're gonna see clutch is gonna engage. I just heard it. And pressure's climbing. Let's go. And again, he's a little bit low on charge, but hope you guys like that one. Nice and quick one in my driveway. See you next time. Some bonus footage. I know you guys want it. I don't like to do it, because I don't know exact charge level in this. Ideally, what would be good is to, he's been adding, you said about 2 years ago you added to it. So that obviously a super slow leak, but these numbers are low, especially that high side. I'm gonna have you sit in there around 1500 when I'm doing this, so I can watch these gauges and add. I really want to be probably 2, 2.25 on the high side is what I'm looking for. Even with that fan running on a 90-degree day. I don't like this stuff because it has stop leak in it. I don't like anything with stop leak in it, but you've already used it, so whatever. That's what we're gonna, that's the plan here. I'll take my low side gauge off and we will watch the high side while we're adding from this can. Well, we can see both. There's my high side pressure and my low side pressure. Go like 1500. We're really primarily gonna watch our high side when we're adding this. Okay, pulling the trigger, adding some refrigerant. And what I'm watching for, guys, is my high side pressures. I'm adding as a vapor right now. I'm pulling the trigger on this. It reads low on there with the trigger pulled. Let go of the trigger, gives you a gauge reading, about 25 psi. But I'm watching high side as I'm doing this. It's taking a while, again, because I'm adding as a vapor with the can straight up and down. Day like today, 1500 RPM, fans running, 90 degrees with a 70-degree dew point. Yeah, I'm totally fine with like 2.25, maybe even 250 on the high side. Once we get to 200, I'm gonna ask him about the internal temperature. It should be getting colder on him. Adding a little bit as a liquid because I'm impatient. Just going little shots at a time. It's far enough away from the compressor on that inlet. Is that getting colder? Yeah, he said yes. Yeah. And low sides. Still under 30. I'm gonna go a little more. I'm gonna get us up to 225. I like that. We're gonna go with that. Take this off. Put my low side gauge back on. Get you both pressures now. 25. 250. Go ahead, let it idle. Yeah. Nice. 34, 200. Is that colder?
I definitely think so.
Oh yeah, that's night and day. Okay, sweet. Now we're done. Now leave it run. Leave it run. Last step. Last step, guys. I've shown this many times. Let's get this high pressure out of my gauge. It's very important when you do this step that you have a check valve on the end of your yellow hose. So what we want to do first, isolate the high side. So when I unwind this, that closes the Schrader. I no longer have high pressure going into this red hose. So now when I open this valve, it pushes that high pressure, you see the dye in there and the oil, goes into the yellow hose, which is why it's important you have a check valve. So all that high pressure is trapped here. And now what I want to do is open the low side and I'm going to pull all of that out. All of that remaining refrigerant, oil, dye that was in his system that's trapped now in my red hose and yellow hose. I'm now pulling into the low side of his system, trapping probably 1 to 2 ounces of refrigerant that would be in your gauges. I'm pulling it back into the system. And last thing we want to do now, Rick, is go ahead and hold your RPMs up for me. I want to get this low side pressure as low as I can. A little higher. I like that right there, 25. Now I'm going to unwind this. Okay, we're good. We're good. Good, kill it. Now all I have trapped in here is that little bit of vapor, low side of the gauge, high side, and all of this together collectively has 25 psi in it now. And now we're okay to close these up, take your gauges off, done and done. All right, cool. Hope you guys learned something on that. Thanks very much. Sorry for the poor shots down there on that connector.